guys, welcome to day 15 of 30 days of cleaning with Hayley. We have made it to the halfway point. You get a sticker, you get a sticker, you get a sticker. Well done guys for sticking with it for a whole 15 days. Before we get into the vlog, I just wanted to say a Hayley's help. Hello, is it me you're looking for? To Sweet Leash Alicia. She thought on one of my other videos that when I was like, hi Felicia, that I said Alicia and I obviously said Felicia. So this is just for her because I love you guys, and when you ask me to make things happen, I deliver the goods. I'm like Father Christmas, but with brown hair and without a beard. Today's cleaning task, we are doing toilets. Now, if there is one person you can trust when it comes to getting a toilet clean and sterile, I'm that person, my friends. I don't want to toot my own horn, but on this particular occasion, seeing as it's toilets, I am going to toot my horn. I am the person you need to trust when it comes to toilet cleaning. Before we begin our toilet clean, let's understand the science behind what I use and why the process makes my toilet as clean as a surgeon's knife. Bleach and high temperatures have very similar effects on proteins. Sodium hypochlorite is an active ingredient in household bleach. When this comes into contact with viruses, bacteria or mould, it oxidises molecules in the cells of the germs and kills them. We also have hypochlorous acid working its magic too. Hypochlorous acid forms when sodium hypochlorite is added to water. The hypochlorous acid causes certain proteins to build up in bacteria, making their cells unable to function. Imagining your toilet is a slippery, slimy egg. When we boil that egg, it becomes solid. What happens with proteins is like an egg being boiled, they begin to solidify. This causes the cells stress and they die. My process is both bleach and high temperature, the steamer. This two-layer approach leaves there being zero chance for any bacteria to survive. So now we know the science behind my method and what we are going to be using, bleach and a steamer. Let's head in to the clean. Before we begin using bleach, and this applies to using bleach anywhere in your house, we need to make sure that the area we are working in is well ventilated. So go ahead and keep doors open and make sure you open a window as well before we begin. Okay, then we are going to be using our rubber gloves and a cloth. I used to use sponges and I would toss them away after every use. I've stopped doing that now because it just wasn't that environmentally friendly. So you're going to need a cloth, you're going to need gloves. The reason we obviously need the gloves is A, because we're working with bleach, and B, because we're obviously working with the toilet, so you don't want to use your bare hands on the toilet. When it comes to the gloves that you are using, the thicker ones are better. I'm going to be using the bathroom gloves, so these are slightly longer than your average kitchen glove. Whatever gloves you go ahead and use, make sure that these become your permanent bathroom gloves. So what I'm saying with this is you don't want to use these in other places of your house. They're going to be solely for the bathroom. So it's fine to use these when you're washing your walls, when you're washing your bath, when you're washing your sink, when you're washing your toilet, because they're staying contained into one room. I'm going to show you how we're going to clean these up after we've done our toilet. This is what makes them safe to use on other areas in our bathroom, but they do need to stay within our bathroom. So that's the first thing with gloves. The same thing applies obviously with whichever cloth you're going to use. Just make sure that that cloth is solely for your bathroom, that it doesn't want to go anywhere else in your house. It stays within the bathroom. And again, at the end of this vlog, what we're going to be doing is soaking our cloths in bleach. This, going back to our little science breakdown earlier in this vlog, is going to kill any bacteria that is left on the cloth. We are then going to run it through a hot wash, and that is what is going to keep your cloth safe and sterile for you to use more than just once. The first phase we are going to do is add in bleach to our water. And we're then going to start wiping over our toilet seat. We're going to start at the top here, and we're going to make sure that the flush is completely coated and cleaned and covered. For obvious reasons, this obviously gets touched, well I hope it does, once people have used the toilet, and that is going to be putting bacteria onto the actual flush itself. So you want to make sure that this is really cleaned. Now we can start working our way down. We are going to be paying the most attention at the moment to the outside of the toilet as opposed to the inside. We'll get to the inside in a second. I just find this works the easiest for me if I start from the outside and then work my way in. Pay particular attention as well to this section here, because for those of you that have boys in your house, there can be proteins, let's say, that end up on this section, and we want to get rid of them. We want to kill off any bacteria there. So give this a really good going over with your bleach solution. At this point, I would normally remove my toilet seat. So my toilet seats, they just clip off and I put them in a bleach bath to soak them, but I want everyone to be able to do this tutorial, so I'm going to leave the toilet seat on because not all of us have the toilet seats that clip off. I didn't used to at my old house, and so we're going to leave the toilet seats on, and once you have done the top of the seat, move down to the base of the toilet and wipe this all over, paying particular attention to the lower parts. These are the parts that are often forgotten about to be cleaned. Like, a lot of people will just give it a quick wipe there and not go right the way down, but you need to do the whole of the base of the toilet. And now we can move on to the inside of the toilet itself. So we're going to start with the top of the lid here. Then you're going to move on to the seat itself and give this a really good wipe over with your bleach solution. This is obviously where people sit, and we just want to make sure that we've got rid of any bacteria or germs that are lurking on our actual toilet seats. Then you're going to move on to the base of your toilet seat. So this section here, make sure you get over all of these parts as well. Now it's time to go into the actual toilet. So before you do this, take your bleach, and you're not going to dilute this. This is going to be poured down neat, and you're going to put it around the whole of the toilet bowl. Now your neat bleach is in the toilet bowl, you can go ahead and start scrubbing the inside of the toilet bowl. So make sure you get underneath the toilet. This is going to remove any germs and bacteria from under there, and give the entire toilet inside a really good clean down. Okay, now you have finished the toilet, we're going to leave that just sitting there for a second. So don't flush the neat bleach that you've put down. Leave it there, let it work its magic. Don't touch the flush at this point. Now, if you don't want to use the steamer, this is the section we're coming up to now, then you can not have this part in your routine and just go ahead and dry off your toilet at this stage. But for those of you that want to add the steamer, I like to use it because I'm old habits die hard, Hayley. I just like to use it for two reasons. The first reason is I just feel it adds that added layer of protection. And the second is I feel like any kind of bleach that might be left lingering, the steam blasts it off the toilet. So kind of like a steam hose, if you will. So we're going to move on to that section now. Once you have finished doing your toilet, place your cloth that you've been using back in your bleach water. Let this soak for a little while because this is going to ensure that any nasty germs or bacteria that are on this will be killed off by the bleach mixture. So we're just going to let that do its thing in there. And now we're going to go over to the sink and I'm going to show you how to wash your rubber gloves so that these remain germ and bacteria free to use again in your bathroom. Okay, so with your thick bleach, just put a tiny amount onto your gloves and just rub it in like you would if you were washing your hands with hand soap. This is going to ensure that any bacteria that has been transferred onto the gloves is 100% being killed off, and this will enable you to use these gloves throughout the rest of your bathroom without transferring bacteria to one place to another. Now that is clean, you can go ahead and take another cloth, ideally a dry one, and go ahead and just dry your toilet down. You don't need to have your gloves on anymore at this point because if you've done it this way, your toilet will be clean and sterile. And just dry off any of the wetness that is left on your toilet. Is how you clean a toilet. Thanks for watching today's vlog, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and smash the like button. As always, don't forget to keep sharing the Hayleys Help content on your socials. And don't forget to drop me a comment below and let me know how you are finding the 30 days of cleaning. If you are new here and you have just landed on the Hayleys Help YouTube channel, please go ahead and click the subscribe button and the notification bell. This will notify you of every time that we upload a shiny, clean new video. See you all tomorrow, guys, for day 16. Until then, keep it clean.